Yo, it's the blog mama coming to y'all like I know how, man. Listen up, today's blog is about LeBron and about the Nike commercial, but not the one you probably think about. It's the one they have Aaron in Cleveland about. They take bits and parts from his Nike commercial, the "What Should I Do" commercial, and put local Clevelanders and have them saying certain stuff like, what should he do, how he quit and stuff like that. And so honestly, I'm about to defend LeBron because, or maybe it's not so much LeBron, I'm defending professional athletes because it's not fair that professional athletes get held to a much higher standard than the people that they work for, meaning their coaches, their GMs, even the owners. It's not fair that the players get held to a higher standard because I'm gonna just go off a little bit. The Heat lost to the Celtics last night. Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, none of them guys shook hands after the game. But when LeBron did that, and I think that was 08, 09, when they lost to the Magic, it was made a big thing. Now, I'm willing to bet that 75% of the league doesn't shake hands after games. They just don't. It's not a prerequisite that you have to shake hands after the end of every NBA game. This is not college. You don't have to do that. It's a job. You know what I mean? So, but back on the other note, when does, Cleveland's mad because he didn't notify them first that he was of his decision of if he was going to leave or stay or anything like that. So that made me think, when does the owners or the coaches notify you that you're going to be getting cut? They don't. You're never notified until that exact moment it happens. The NFL, when do they notify you that you won't be making the team? They don't notify you weeks before. They don't say, look, you're going to get cut on this day. No, they don't do that. You get cut. The day you get cut is the same day you find out you get cut. When does an NBA player find out he won't be playing that game and he's healthy? You don't. They don't find out until that it actually happens. So I look at let's say, like, all right, I'll just use Mario Chalmers. Like I think it was 2 games ago, or the game before they played the Celtics, he got no burn, he got no time, he didn't play 1 minute. But versus Boston, he played. So I'm saying that to say this: Mario Chalmers, the game he didn't play, was not notified that he wouldn't play that game. He's going into the game expecting to play something, and he wasn't notified that he wasn't going to play. Like, and people were jumping on LeBron's back because he did what the GMs did. Well, that leads me to go back and look at the GMs and the owners and the coaches. Should they notify people that they're not going to be playing that night? Should they notify people that they're not going to, make the playoff roster like weeks ahead, months ahead? People in Cleveland, they're really upset because LeBron didn't tell them first that he wasn't going back to Cleveland. So who cares? Who cares? It's like your profession, your job. It's called employment at will. meaning they have the right to fire you for no reason at all, just because. They have that right, and they don't have to notify you when you're fired. But why, when an employee does it, he does the same thing? It gets blown up. I can't figure that out. I can't figure out why he's getting so much criticism for doing the same thing that his boss does. Maybe not to him. He doesn't do it to him, but he does it to other employees. I just can't figure that out. And it's maybe because I'm not, from Cleveland or anything, but I may be going out on a limb saying this, but LeBron James, to me, he doesn't have an obligation to Cleveland, to Cleveland fans. He doesn't have an obligation to them. That's what I honestly think. LeBron's obligation is his family. Everything else is secondary. And I mean that. He has to take care of his family first. He doesn't have to worry about a city that he didn't even grow up in. He's just from that state. He doesn't have to worry about pleasing fans that don't know him and only care about him because of his talents in basketball. He doesn't have to worry about even what I'm saying, Skip Bayless, coach. He doesn't have to worry about that. All that stuff is secondary or tertiary. That stuff doesn't matter. He has to worry about his family and his well-being of them. So why is it that when he did that, he made a decision which is going to benefit the Boys and Girls Club, that all that gets swept under the rug that he did that? He profited none from that. It actually hurt his reputation. But he didn't profit from that. It hurt his reputation, and he helped out someone else. I mean, gosh, how many other people in all sports do that? Their reputation gets hurt while helping out someone else, and they didn't profit from it at all. I don't think anyone maybe ever has gone through that. Literally, think about that. No profits, meaning they're not getting anything from that. They help someone else. And what was the third thing? Profits. They help someone else. I forget, but I just don't understand it. But the GMs in all sports do the same thing, man. They do the exact same thing. And when one player does it, that, if anyone, if we're going to say if anyone could do that, do what LeBron James did, there would probably be maybe 2 or 3 people in all of sports that could have done what he did, that can have that type of platform. Tiger Woods, LeBron, Kobe, and Brett Favre are the only ones that could do that. No one else can do that. So if we were to guess, man, who would make a decision like that, make a decision and leave that team, or their reputation is going to take a hit, they won't profit, and they're going to benefit someone else. What people could actually suffer that? And I would say those 4 people. Follow me on Twitter. Let me know what y'all think about this. You can follow me on Twitter at Blog Mamba. Like how Kobe's the Black Mamba, I'm the Blog Mamba. Follow me on Twitter at Blog Mamba GGT. Give y'all thanks. 1.